after seeing what some of my friends who are in that school are doing and what ADMI has to offer, I'm very happy that I still picked ADMI because ADMI has given me more than what my other school would give. And also the fact ADMI being a smaller school, my name is Sifa Mutonga and I do animation and motion graphics.
How did you find out about ADMI?
So how I found out about ADMI is actually funny. I went for a acting workshop and I met a guy there and he was explaining to me how he was doing a film festival, and it was, I think, a 48-hour film festival. And he was talking about ADMI and how they did like a lot of practical stuff, which you rarely hear from like art schools or like any schools in Kenya. And I was like, okay. Then I think 4 or 5 years down the line, my dream school rejected me. And then I was like, by the way, there was this guy who talked about ADMI, let me go check it out. And that's how I ended up coming back to ADMI.
So far, with the experience you've had in ADMI, how does it make your dream school look like? Like, do you regret being here? Does it feel like quote unquote fit? Like,
being rejected by my dream school was scary and disappointing because everyone has a plan A, a plan B, plan C, and sometimes you really want the plan A to work. But after seeing what some of my friends who are in that school are doing and what ADMI has to offer, I'm very happy that I still picked ADMI because ADMI has given me more than what my other school would give. And also the fact ADMI being a smaller school, they have more time to reach out to you individually and they get to know you personally than having a big school where no one really knows anyone. Yeah.
what's the first thing that made you feel like you belong?
What made me feel like I belong, or the one thing that said this is where I'm supposed to be, is when I got my report back from my first semester. And usually for me, high school, primary I didn't do well. And I knew that the arts was for me, but I didn't know which area of the arts I could do. But when I got my report card, I was like, yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. Yeah.
What's your favorite place on campus and why?
Since the school is quite small, we don't have any options of where to stay or sit, but I think at the moment it would be this room called Canvas 2 because it's very, the air conditioning works there and there's more light and the computers there almost have every single software that we need and it doesn't inconvenience us in any way. Yeah.
What's one thing about this school that would surprise people?
One thing about this school that would surprise very many people, and many people, you can hate me if you want, but our school, your attendance is part of your grade. And I get that, yeah, people will be like, yeah, we're coming out to the world, we're free, we don't have our parents watching our back, but the fact that the school is like, yes, you're out of the world, we're going to show you what the world is going to give you back. You have to tell us if you're going to be late. You have to send us an email and a text so that we can know, because that's how the working world works. That's how they function. And as much as people will get annoyed, they're like, but we're just adults, we're trying to figure life out. And school's like, yeah. And we are going to show you how it's done because the world out there is more cruel and terrible. So it's better to be taught in a safe space where you can learn and perfect yourself and also understand yourself as well.
What's one class or subject that changed the way you think?
There's this class that we've been doing called Mudbox and Maya. For Mudbox, our teacher is actually a photographer, and he won't be like, okay, this is what Mudbox is, this is what you have to do. He'll be like, no, we're going to go back. What are shapes? What makes shapes? It starts with a line and then connected lines. And how do you, if you look at something, it makes you feel something. How and why is it making you feel that particular way? And you're like, okay, so there's more to the world than just like, it's just a shape, or it's just a car, or it's just photos or paintings that have been put in a museum. There's more to the story. There's more than meets the eye. So that's one teacher and also one unit that has helped me see the world and the art world differently, and it's been very positively impacting.
Yeah, I think the next question is kind of related. What or which teacher has had the most impact on you, and how?
You're making me choose my teachers. Let's see. Oh, I think, and they better not come for me. I would probably go for Mr. Benjamin, and also Mr. Samuel as well, because Mr. Benjamin, even though he knows the work is hard, he will tell you as it is. He'd be like, even when I first came to school on opening day, I asked him, I was like, oh, so what are some things we need? What type of computer would we need? And he's like, you guys chose the hardest course in the world. You should run away as quickly as possible. But then, even though he was like, if you are here, you can make it. He will joke about it, but then he'll be like, yeah, you can still make it through. And then for Mr. Samuel, he's our first teacher. He pushed us to learn how to plan out our weeks, plan out our months, and I really appreciated that. And he also sat down to understand who we are and how we function and how we understand things. And he was very, what's the word? He was very understanding, and he would probably cut us some slack, but then yet again remind us that this is still the expectation. I get you're struggling, but you need to meet it. Yeah.
How does the school help you pursue what you love?
The way the school helps me personally pursue what I love is the fact that we have teachers that have been in the industry before, and they will tell you this is what the world will offer you, but this is what you can do better, and that's what I like. Also with the, what do you call it, the internships. They'll take us out and take us to like these studios, and we'll get to see how Kenya is doing so far. And they also have connections with people outside of Kenya, outside of Africa, and we can be like, yeah, we want to partner with you. We want to show you also like the world standards as well. Yes, Kenya is rising to animation, or it's rising to the arts, but also this is what the world this is also what the world wants as well. But yeah.
What's one project or assignment that you're really proud of?
My most favorite and best, would I say course or like unit, would be After Effects. It's hard, but I've learned to enjoy it. I love it so much because there's so much you can do with such tiny things. Even if like you're just taking a trailer and making your own version of a trailer from it, is just mind-blowing. Yeah.
What's one thing you're going to miss once you leave ADMI?
One thing that I'll miss about ADMI, I would say the teachers. Because even though we might get annoyed at them for the amount of work they give us, at the end they wanted the best. They wanted to give us the best, and it was for us to decide whether we're gonna leave it or we're gonna take it. So that's one thing that will stay with me.